What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me on D's Analysis. We're going to be looking at MSTR today and Bitcoin. We're also going to be looking at different indicators and different charts. So on a larger time frame, you can see here we're on the monthly. I think we're currently in this phase right here. We haven't really had any significant movement, just pretty much sideways price action the entire time. It just feels a little bit different because of the extended drawdown. But then we had that very large month in April, and now we're pretty much in the exact same position. As you can see here, we're essentially in the same spot that we were. And when you take a look here, you can see that it was over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then we got our breakout, and this is currently in the same spot. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's been a little more extended. So we actually have one more month when you measure it out. This one, it was actually, when I look at it, it's actually 7. This first one, when I click it, it shows 0, and then 1. It shows that this is 1. So this is really 7, and this is really 8. But yeah, we haven't had our breakout yet. So I do think it's starting to become that time. And, you know, it looks pretty similar. When you take out all the noise of breaking down and breaking up, and price kind of just missing this entire chunk right here because it was spent downward. But when you just look where price is overall, we're in the exact same spot. We're inching towards that breakout point, and at around this time we were inching towards that breakout point as well. So we are coming to that point right now. Over here we were at a key level of support with the downward sloping trend line, and we're kind of seeing the same thing now. So hopefully we can actually start to get that move to the upside. And when you pull the fib on this one here, I'll go on the weekly so you can see a little bit better. When we pull from here to here, this is essentially the key level that held price down. And then once we were able to break that golden zone and get a solid weekly close, we retested and broke out. So we got a fake out here, a fake out here, and we got the real thing here. This is essentially that same spot, which is the same golden zone. It's the same thing happening again. So that's the golden zone, but we haven't had any breakout or fake outs. So it looks like this golden zone is playing a little bit higher than the other one because of this extremely high wick. But if we were to take this, and I'm going to try and make this very similar. So I'm going to go 11% above this close here. So I'm going to go 11% above this to make it, I guess, a little more fair to see where we land. So that would take us at 469. So I'll bring this down because we had that blow off top. So we'll do that around there. And now it actually looks very similar. So let me take this golden zone off. So it looks a lot more similar now. So our key level of support was that golden zone. Our key level of support right now is actually a golden zone at a lower level if we take it from this point. And we had a breakout, fake out, because remember, this is our golden zone here. Let me draw it out for you guys. This is our golden zone, right? Because we're comparing it exactly to this move. So we had a breakout and a fake out, breakout and a fake out. We had a second breakout and a fake out. We just had a second breakout. I wouldn't say it's a fake out because we're bouncing off this level, but essentially we didn't fully break out. So I guess you could call it a fake out if you want. So let's say, I don't know if we're going to get this next drop to then break out, but maybe we are already in this phase and we're just retesting this before the breakout. I don't know. This is essentially the same spot when you measure it up, and I do the 11%. Price is essentially doing the exact same thing on a large scale. It's very identical. 786, you look at the 786, it's running through the exact same spot of the pretty much the blow off, not the blow off top, but the blow off top for this one, and then the start before we had the blow off top. But we would just call like this being the highest close. So you can see that the 786 ran through the highest closed candle right there, and 786 ran through the highest closed candle right here. So I mean, these things are literally lining up to be the exact same. It's kind of crazy. So, and we did have our touch of the bottom of the trend line. We had our touch right here. We did end up almost touching it, so maybe we don't touch it and we mimic this exact same move, and then we can continue our move up higher. Or back to what I was saying previously, where we pull back to the golden zone, which would line up with the bottom of this trend line, and then we move up higher. But that would mean that we have to have some kind of drop to get to that golden zone, which would take us to like around 350 or so by next week. So we'll see where things take us, but it is looking pretty similar right now. But overall, today was a sideways day. The week is bullish. It looks good. We are holding that level of support right now. Let me actually get this golden zone back. We got the golden zone back here. So speaking of the golden zone, we did get rejected. When you take a look at the daily, you can see we pushed right back up to it and we got rejected once again. But this is the golden zone that takes this into consideration. It isn't the lower version that we just came up with not too long ago. Like I said previously, it's just a bull flag inside of a larger bull flag. So I would imagine the breakout for this bull flag would probably be the same breakout for this bull flag. And it would kind of just be like a double whammy bull flag, where this bull flag is playing out and then this bull flag plays this one out. So it would probably be like a back-to-back aggressive move to the upside. If Bitcoin finally decides to break out and do something very aggressive, we'll see. I do have something that I want to show you guys too on Bitcoin. I'm going to go over some of the short-term looks real quick before I talk about it. So we're kind of here just chopping sideways, stuck in this region. We did say that we could chop a little bit once we got here because of the wicks and get rejected, which we did. We broke out, and now we're getting rejection. But at the same time, we did say if we got a 4-hour close above this white line, that would increase the odds of pushing up higher. And right now we fell through. So that one looks like it's not correct right now, but it can always turn back around. Also, we were kind of creating this nice little uptrend, and we kind of fell through. So we'll see how it plays out, but let's see if we can reclaim this trend line and continue pushing up higher. But I still think, though, we could continue to get a close above this level here at 107.8, maybe on the next 4-hour candle or something like that. We'll see if we don't continue to push down, because it looks like we got our retest of the last level, and now we're pushing back up. We'll see. But if we get a close above the 4-hour line right here, I still think that it's going to increase the odds once we surpass this next level on top of that, because now we're creating another level of resistance, a minor level. So once we surpass 108.338, that's going to alleviate some pressure, and that's going to allow us to make that final move up to the 108.9, which would be the top line here. On the daily SMAs on Bitcoin, we're looking very good. We have the 20 and the 50 riding together upward, slightly spaced out. Hopefully we can start to get a nice move off of the 50, and the 20 can start to separate to the upside. And right now on the 4-hour, we have the 20 pushing above the 200, which is a very, very bullish sign. Price is slowly coming to this 20 moving average here on the 4-hour. Hopefully we can start to get that nice move up. But we did get the 20 crossing the 50 as well. On the MACD for the Bitcoin, we're looking good still. We're holding in bullish territory, and we're creating higher highs and higher lows. And it looks like we're starting to get a continuation to the upside. And on the daily, we're looking very good as we fell back into bearish territory, and we got the green flip with the blue pushing above the orange. So this looks like we could get a nice move. Last time we saw a similar move to here, you can see it was over here January 14th, and that lines up with this around this bottom area. So I would just say from here, you can see that we actually ended up running up around 16%. If you take it from the bottom wick, then we ran up about 22%. So that would be nice, of course. I would love to see that. When we zoom out, we're here on the monthly now. Let me take off these lines. So this was something that I saw, and I wanted to see what you guys thought about this. I'm going to draw these similar lines so you guys could see the rest of this. Oh yeah, before going over this, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys enjoy content like this. It helps the algorithm. It allows me to continue pushing content out like this and makes me understand that you guys are enjoying stuff like this. So it really helps the channel out. I appreciate all of the support on the recent videos. But anyways, so as you can see, we kind of had a move up. We pushed down. We made it halfway, and we made it back down. So you see that move? It's up all the way to the top of the channel, all the way to the bottom of the channel, halfway to the channel, back to the bottom. See that? How that happened? Top, bottom, halfway, bottom. Right now, top, bottom, halfway, maybe. I don't know. Halfway, maybe wick up a little bit, halfway, bottom. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. But I definitely noticed this, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that sees this. But maybe this is happening just on a larger scale. It's taking longer to play out because this first time that it happened, you can see if we just take it from here, it took about 35 months. And then if we take it from this move here, I'll just put this line up so you can kind of see the separation. So that was the end of it. And then from here, it's already been 62 months. So what if it ends up being 70 months or something? I don't know. Maybe we get the bottom April, May, June 2026, right? And it's like 70 and it ends up being double of what it took here. Like I said, this was 35 months to play out from bottom, top, bottom, mid, back to bottom. Now we have top, bottom, mid, wherever this is going to be. I don't want to, shoot down anybody's dream or anything with hitting 400K, but I'm just showing you what I see on the charts. That's all I'm doing. Don't get mad at me. I'm just showing you what I see on the charts. It looks like this is just a drawn out version of this. This happened a lot quicker. This happened a lot slower. But it could be that maybe we don't get the move to the top of the channel until the following cycle. Crazy valuation if that were to even happen. That's it's a far-fetched thing to say, but I know you guys definitely see this after drawing out the green, red, and then the green, red. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I just wanted to point that out. But I'm not ruling out the possibility of, what I previously said, which was playing the tops and bottoms of the channel, which was that there every 4 years, hitting the top of the channel. I don't think that that's out of the question still. I think it's still a possibility. But how likely is it? I'm not too sure, to be honest. And then every 4 years, you can see that we hit the bottoms. You guys let me know what you think. I kind of noticed that, and I was just thinking maybe this whole thing that's been playing out since 2020 has just been a very drawn out version of this rapid one from 2017 to about 2020. Kind of makes sense to me. Let me know what you think. On MSTR divided by IBIT, we're kind of just trending sideways. We're not really doing much. I want to see MSTR start to outperform, but it's not. It's just not doing anything. Just hanging out. It's creating honestly, it's a bear flag. On a larger scale, it's a bear flag, and then on a smaller scale, it's a bull flag. So you have a bull flag here. Measure target takes us to 6.8 or something like that, just on this mini level here. And on a large level, we have this major bear flag. And if we take it from there, it takes us to much lower valuations and shows that Bitcoin is going to severely outperform MSTR. That's what this is saying. And I'm not saying that I agree or anything like that or disagree. I'm just showing you, again, what I just see on the charts. But we are holding this upward sloping trend line, which is very nice to see. And on the SMAs, we're still holding our 20 right now, for now. Hopefully we don't lose it. I don't want us to see that 200, but that is always a possibility. And back to the dollar. This thing is looking very good, guys. We're potentially about to get a close on the weekly underneath a key level of support. So this is very nice to see. This is definitely what we wanted to see. It's a large double top that's playing out right now, as you can see, a major double top. This is playing out very nice. And if we reach that level, I think Bitcoin should be shooting up in a very massive way if we get a strong move to the downside. As we get the strong moves to the downside, Bitcoin tends to rally. The reason that happens is because global liquidity starts to rally up as well. When you overlay global liquidity, let me take off the lag. When you overlay that, you can see as the dollar is dropping, global liquidity, sorry about that. As the dollar drops, you can see global liquidity ramps up. It's just how it works. And when you look on the daily, you can see a clearer version. Let me take this off really quick. So you can see as we're getting this drop right now, you can see that global liquidity is starting to ramp up again because of this drop right here in the dollar. You can see that inverse correlation between the dollar and global liquidity. So that's a good thing to see. That also does tell us that we could be getting a longer move for Bitcoin and risk assets overall as global liquidity continues to expand and just extend its move further and further for longer. That means Bitcoin and risk assets will be allowed to run for an extended period of time. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Make sure you share with a friend. Tell people about this channel. I appreciate all your support. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one.